Welcome to the Piedmont Unitarian Universalist Church. Piedmont UU sits on the traditional land of the Catawba, Kiowa, and Shikari peoples. My name is Ann Lakaitis, and I will be the worship assistant this morning for our guest worship leader, Cosette Blackmer. We are a flourishing, vibrant, and radically welcoming congregation, which promotes diversity, inclusion, and social justice. We provide a safe haven for creative intellectual growth, spiritual development, and a deep sense of community for all who join us. We hope our liberal religious values will challenge you to join us as a community that lives boldly and acts justly. To all our visitors and members, we're very glad that you are here in person or with us online, and we hope to see you again. Your presence is a gift to us. Our announcements for this Sunday: the church office is closed until Friday for the holiday break. For other important information about our vibrant community, please see your order of service, or if you are on our email list, please check our monthly newsletter and weekly announcements. Whatever brought you to this place at this hour, we welcome you. May you find something that you need, and may you leave richer in spirit than when you arrived.
Our chalice lighting words this morning were written by Mary Sheldon. More than relic, living symbol, beacon to the bewildered, illuminating refuge, light of love calling to community, signal of sacred mission, shine now in the world, set being ablaze, kindle our courage and ignite intuition. Spark our hearts to service, glow hope. Now please join me in singing the words for lighting our chalice. The words are written in your bulletins. Thank you, James. That was lovely. Now, won't you please rise in body, mind, or spirit and join me in our call to worship? The words are printed in your bulletin. I'll do the bold letters, and please read the italic, or the other. Always there is a beginning.
A new day, a new month, a new season, a new year.
Forever the old passes away.
And newness emerges from the richness that was.
Nothing is ever lost.
In the many changes time brings.
What was, in some way, will be.
Though changed in form.
Always there is a new beginning.
A new day, a new month, a new season, a new year.
And please remain standing and join me, if you will, in our opening hymn, number 346. Come sing a song with me. Walk a walk with me. Be seated. Good morning, everyone. It's time for our story for all ages. Will those young and young at heart please join me for our story? How is everyone doing this morning? It's a gray, rainy day. Good. But I have a story about the winter solstice. 1 week ago, we observed the winter solstice here, and that would have been the longest night. And there are many stories about the winter solstice, but this is my favorite. It's a story about how Raven takes the sun back from seagull who store it. It comes from this book, Echoes of the Elders, from the people of the Pacific Northwest. And here's a picture of Raven and seagull. Interesting, huh? Now, see, a long time ago, seagull became jealous of the sun. The sun was just getting so much attention. So he snatched it out of the sky and he hid it away in a trunk in his house by the sea. But now it was dark. It was the longest night. And the animal people wandered around in the dark. They couldn't see. And then it lingered. And before long, the plants wouldn't grow and the people became hungry. So they called on the elder Raven, wise old Raven, and said, please, you must help. And Raven said, I know where seagull hid the sun. I will get it back. So he takes his basket with him, and he goes down to the seashore, stumbling through the dark. And you know what he does? He gathers up all these spiny little sea urchins with sharp points on their shells. And he gathers them up as carefully as he can, and he puts them in a basket. and he goes to Seagull's house. He knocks on the door. Knock, knock, knock. Raven, or Seagull, it's your cousin Raven. Let me in. Well, old Seagull didn't like Raven very much. Raven always stayed too long. He ate too much, and he sang much too loud. But Raven was his cousin, so we kind of had to let him in. But in the meantime, Raven had taken those spiny seashells and scattered them in front of Seagull's door. So when Seagull stepped out the door, he landed that big fat foot right on top of those spiny sea urchins and started to yell, "Ow, ow, ow, my feet, they hurt. And as he jumped around, he slammed his other foot on the rest of those spiny sea urchin shells, and he fell back into his house screeching. Well, Raven flew in after him and said, cousin, that sly old bird, he said, whatever is the matter? Seagull shouted, my feet, they hurt. So Raven, he grabbed Seagull from one of his skinny legs, and he looks at his bottom of his foot, and he said, well, there's something amiss here. Do you have a knife? Well, Seagull, desperate, hands Raven a knife. You know what Raven does? He starts jabbing that knife into Seagull's foot, and Seagull screams, my feet, they hurt. Well, Raven had a plan, see? Well, if only I had just a little bit of light, maybe I could see what I was doing. Well, Seagull knew that the sun was in that box. He said, well, you can open the trunk, but just a little bit, just enough light so you could see. Didn't want the sun to escape. So Raven did that, cracked the trunk open just a little bit. And then he went back to work on Seagull's feet and jabbed that knife in just like he did before. Ow, my feet, they hurt. Well, I understand, cousin, Raven says. I'm sorry that it hurts, but I just can't see. If only we had more light, whatever shall we do? Open the box. So Raven did that. He opened the box wide, the sun escaped back into the sky, and then we had daylight again. And you know what? You can still see Seagull on the shore today, waddling around like he still has sea urchins in his feet, screaming, my feet. So that's our story for today, and I have a little ornament for everyone. See, there's a picture of Raven, and there's a little sun on it, and you can keep that. Maybe your folks would like to hang it on the tree. Will you pass those out for me? All right, so that's our story, and it's time for everyone to go to their classes or stay if your parents want here. Now is our time for a ritual of sacred sharing, a time for sharing joys and sorrows, concerns and milestones. We light our first candle this week for Sandra Woolsey, who is having health concerns. And we light a candle for all those impacted by ICE raids and activity, for the immediate relief of the people of Gaza, all areas of violence around the world, including the ongoing war in Ukraine, for our country, that we might continue to work towards creating a society filled with love, compassion, civil rights, and justice for every person. At this time, you are welcome to come up and fill out a prayer card, drop a stone in our shared water, or light your own candle of joy or concern. Our worship assistant will hand you the candle for you so that you can light the candle. I invite you, as you come forward, to please walk along that far wall. Please. And we now light a few more candles for those things we hold in our hearts that remain unspoken, and for those joining us from elsewhere to honor what is in their hearts as well. I invite you now into a time of quiet rest, meditation, or prayer as we follow the sound of the singing bowl into silence. After a moment of silence, we will have our musical meditation.
Our wisdom reading this morning is entitled Time for Hygge by Fran. It really is a hug that you give yourself, perhaps on darkest days in the dead of winter. When forecasts of snow and ice fill the news, or maybe you already hear tiny frozen pellets striking the windows. But inside you have a little crackling fire, jars of dancing candlelight wafting balsam and spice, a bunch of fleecy blankets, a few brand new books, and bookmarks, and maybe soft new slippers. Mine say sleeps with dogs and with fancy scrollwork. They are blissfully snug. Maybe your Christmas tree is still up, like mine, or at least your strings of lights outside, sparkling in the bitter cold, where the faint sound of wind chimes drifts in from a distance. With your favorite brew brewing, knowing you don't have to be going anywhere or doing anything except savoring the now with a slothful as-you-please slowness. Go ahead now. Give yourself a hygge.
It is such an honor and a privilege to have this opportunity to share with you today. I am at the tail end of a cold, but you can hear it still a little in my voice, and if my voice starts to falter, I've got water, I've got cough drops, but thank you for your patience. Every holiday season, my grandmother made refrigerator cookies. If you are not familiar with refrigerator cookies, they are so named because you need to roll the stiff dough into tubes and refrigerate them overnight before baking. These cookies are essentially spice cookies. They are laced with cinnamon and nutmeg, and when you bake them, the whole house is just filled with wonderful aroma. My grandma would cut little slivers of dates or half a maraschino cherry and press them in the top of each one. Refrigerator cookies, or even the smell of them baking, makes me feel really warm inside. Today, unfortunately, I'm unable to eat refrigerator cookies or most cookies because I can't tolerate the gluten. But a couple of years ago, I borrowed my mother-in-law's kitchen to mix up a batch of those refrigerator cookies as well as a batch of classic chocolate chip cookies, which also need to be refrigerated before cooking. After splitting the dough with her, because that's only fair, I brought those refrigerator cookies home and cooked them up in small batches, and each time the house smelled so lovely, and my husband greedily ate them all for me. To me, that heartwarming feeling that I get when I smell aromatic cookies baking on a cold winter's day is an example of hygge. Hygge is a Danish concept of coziness and contentment. It's about finding joy and simple, cozy moments, often shared with loved ones. The focus is on well-being, warmth, and togetherness by creating a pleasant atmosphere with soft lighting, good food, and soft textures to make the mundane feel special, and nurturing happiness in everyday life. It's about being present, slowing down, and savoring simple pleasures like a warm drink, a good book, or a candlelit dinner, promoting a sense of hope and relaxation. A hygge practice is especially helpful for enduring cold winter days. Now, the popularity of hygge, I don't know if you've heard the term, it has become very apparent in the last several years. After the publication of several, I read it was 6 different books in 2016, the practice has flourished. But the concept, of course, isn't new. The origins can be traced back to the 16th century. In an article originally published in the West Virginia Gazette Mail called Hygge in the Hills, Danish Concept is Appalachian Way of Life, written by Kathleen Jacobs, the author suggests that the Swedish actually borrowed the idea of hygge from the folk in the hill and living in West Virginia, because so many of the practices of them are similar and are deep-rooted way of life there. Traditions of hospitality have long been honored in Appalachian families for generations. And the idea of communities coming together to share conviviality is an ancient one indeed. Imagine people gathered filling a great hall, live with music and laughter, like in the story of Beowulf. There would be a great oaken log burning on the large hearth. The log was meant to burn for 12 nights, the 12 nights of Christmas. On one belief revolving around the Yule log was that if the tree meant to be used for the Yule log dropped to the east when it was felled, that was considered good luck. Another one was that if you used the remnants of last year's Yule log to light this year's Yule log, that was considered to give you a good harvest. During deep, long nights, drink would have been plentiful and tables would be filled with wondrous foods for feasting. The community gathered together to celebrate the return of daylight at the winter solstice and ring in the new year. During this last year's season, many of us may have gathered with friends and family. Special foods and holiday drinks might have been served. Our homes may still be decorated for the winter season, including those pretty sparkling lights. All of these practices are welcoming, warm, and inviting. But now that the holidays are coming to a close, do we get winter blues? How should we cope with the rest of this winter season? Of course, unlike our ancestors long ago, we have electric lighting, central heating. Food is abundantly available for most of us. As individuals, we rarely need to worry if the harvest failed or our livestock perished. We are far removed from that harshness of winters spent worrying if we have enough food and supplies stored up to survive the long winter months. So in our modern times, with all our conveniences, do we really need to focus on the practice of rituals of hygge? I say yes. Is there still need to slow down, be mindful, and snuggle up with a cup of hot tea or a good book? One reason is that we are surrounded by distractions. handheld smartphones, tablets, and televisions. We are inundated with information, both good and bad, every moment of the day. Noise. Beyond information overload, we are exposed to a great deal of artificial light. Not only is light pollution a devastating concern for our natural world and our environment, it also affects our own moods, our own eating habits and sleep patterns. Noom, a wellness program that helps maintain healthy eating habits, recommends that we unplug at least 20 minutes before bedtime to encourage positive sleeping patterns and ultimately our good health. The Noom app also recommends that we take quiet moments every day to slow down and practice mindfulness. Why not add a little coziness too? One way to encourage our monkey minds to slow down is by utilizing candlelight to create a warm atmosphere. This is one of the main practices of Hygge. Settling down with the glow of candles or rich radiance of firelight is quite calming. Studies have shown that sitting in front of a fireplace or campfire can actually lower your heart rate and reduce blood pressure. It releases oxytocin, a feel-good hormone in the brain, helping one feel safe, and when shared with others, encourages social bonding. Another practice of Hygge is enjoying a warm beverage like coffee, tea, or cocoa. Sitting with a steaming cup of tea enhances a feeling of coziness, especially when shared with friends or while reading a good book. Books are our friends, right? Yeah. Snuggling up with soft blankets can encourage cozy moments of comfort. As many of you know, I am a quilter. The act of piecing fabric together and quilting can be a meditative process, but handling that soft cottons and listening to the hum of my sewing machine truly gives me pleasure. I enjoy making beautiful quilts for myself and others. And I have heard that quilts are being described as perfect existential objects. Not only do they provide warmth, but they're also lovely to look at. Cozy cotton quilts, knit blankets provide soft textures, a key element in Hygge. And whether you cocoon yourself in a blanket, just add a different texture to the room, having warm, soft objects around you helps create coziness. Those moments when I am sewing with focus and intention, I draw myself into the present moment. That is another key part of Hygge, be here now. Whether it's a walk in the woods, or snuggled up on the couch in front of a fire, or sharing a candlelight dinner with friends, unplug and be in the present moment. Quiet, cozy moments by yourself are nice, but Hygge encourages sharing these moments with others, building conviviality, relationships, and friendships. Gathering together with loved ones with the focus on coziness is heartwarming indeed. One other element of Hygge I would like to share with you this morning is nurturing an attitude of gratitude. Now, I first learned that phrase when I was a teenager, and learning to be truly grateful is a process I still hold dear, and it changed my life. A daily practice of gratitude might look as simple as saying a thanks to universe upon rising, or you might keep a gratitude journal and take time out each day to write those things down that you are most grateful for. While you're enjoying that cozy moment, curled up with your fuzzy blanket and a cup of cocoa, stop and just feel grateful. Right? Gratitude for the moment, for the cocoa bean farmers, for the microwave oven that made making that cup of sweet beverage so easy. Just be grateful. Now, before I conclude, I would like to share one more thought. With the sudden rise in popularity of Hygge, a person can find a plethora of especially designed objects to enhance your coziness. There are a myriad of books, special scented candles, extra cozy blankets, and a number of other items to help you feel more comfy. Truly, there is no need to purchase any of these special candles and other items. Remember, I found that special warm place by baking cookies with the extra added bonus of having yummy treats to share with others. Simmering a pot on the stove with warm spices like cinnamon, cloves, and orange peel might have a similar effect. Dig out those soft jammies and those cozy slippers. Pour yourself a hot beverage in your favorite mug and have a chat with a friend. You have all that you need to be Hygge. I would like to conclude with words from an article by Nuvance Health Organization entitled Hygge and Mindfulness. At its core, Hygge is a state of mindfulness, a practice savoring and appreciating the present moments. By incorporating mindfulness into our lives, we enhance our mental well-being and find joy in the simplest of pleasures. In a world that often seems to speed up, Hygge offers us a gentle reminder to slow down, embrace simplicity, and find joy in the present. By infusing our lives with the warmth of Hygge, we not only combat the winter blues, but also cultivate a sense of well-being that extends far beyond our cold months. So light those candles, gather your loved ones, and embark on a winter's journey that's not just about surviving, but thriving in the comforting embrace of Hygge. Here's to a season filled with coziness and connection and good health. Let's be.
Let there be an offering to sustain and to strengthen this place, which is sacred to so many of us, a community of memory and of hope. For we are now the keepers of the dream. This month, we are sharing our offering plate with Rowan Helping Ministries. Rowan Helping Ministries, now celebrating its 38th year, works to move people out of crisis, poverty, hunger, and homelessness in Rowan County. The organization was built and continues to thrive on the generosity of volunteers who give their time, talents, and treasures. Our host will pass around the baskets, and we ask that you pass the baskets down your row when you receive it. You may place your gift in the baskets as they make their way around the room, and you are always welcome to give online at puuc.org or by texting PUC at the number 73256. Today's offering will now gratefully be received.
We are grateful for these gifts here, the gratitude for the work that brought them forward, and grateful for the work they may yet do. Now please join me, rise in body, mind, or spirit, and join me in singing hymn number 1002, Comfort Me, in our teal hymnal. Sing with me. Speak for me. Dance with me. Comfort me. Please remain standing. Before we extinguish our chalice today, I'd like to offer thanks for all the many volunteers who helped make our worship possible this morning. A special thanks to James, our guest pianist. Lovely job, thank you. We also ask that before you leave today, if you would gather your hymnals and place them back on the cart there near the piano. Now, let us take a moment to give thanks, either in our hearts or with words, for things in our life that we are thankful for today. Oh, well, bless you. I'm receiving gratitude for leading today, and it is absolutely my pleasure. I haven't had a chance to say this yet here in this sacred space, but we had a potluck here a couple of weeks ago, and I'm so grateful for everyone who helped and everyone who was present. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Grateful for family.
Grateful for family.
I'm grateful for pediatric cardiologists, especially the ones who took care of my great-grandson.
Gratitude for pediatric
Cardiology.
cardiologists. Thank you, Anne.
Gratitude for welcoming communities.
Gratitude for welcoming communities. Indeed.
I'm grateful for our visitors.
Grateful for visitors. And yes, Gail?
Oh, I'm grateful for families. I borrowed a family across the street for Christmas this year, and I really enjoyed it.
More gratitude for family and togetherness. We give thanks for all of these things and more. And now our closing blessing. As the new year rapidly approaches, may you find quiet, cozy moments with loved ones. May simple pleasures bring you contentment, hope, and peace. May peace be with you all the days of your lives. Blessed be. We now extinguish our chalice, but we carry its light with us, its warmth and its meaning with us until we meet again. May we go in peace, believe in peace, and create peace wherever we wander. May it be so. Blessed be. And now we sing together our closing hymn, number 1010. We join in a circle, and you may hold hands if you like, but if you want, you can simply stand in a circle and cross your hands over your heart. That my husband made.
Oh, nice.
I know this would might hold some special meaning to you. He is a 3D printer, so he made